Okay, so here's the second book of this series. This is the Fallen Islands trilogy, and this is the second book, As She Ascends by Jodi Meadows. So, I would say this book definitely took me on a ride. Here and there, but we'll get more into that. I have decided to put all three books into the same series and same video just to make it a little more easier, instead of me doing 3 days of the same book when I could just literally do a trilogy. If it all came in one series and I've got all books in one, then I'm going to read them all one and put them in one video. I'm just going to do it like that, I think. Anyway, this is the cover. I love this colour dress that she is wearing. It's so, like, literally so pretty. Then you have, like, the 2 half moons. And then you have the dragon tail. Power demanded to be used, and I had the power. Myra is on the run with her friend after a fierce escape from the pit, where she's been condemned from speaking out against dragon trafficking, and she wants answers. Where all the dragons have been taken, why are powerful Northstones been shipped to the mainland, and did the treaty she's been defending her whole life truly set out the Fallen Islands to their enemy? But the only way to find the truth is to go home again, to Denaria, and face the people who betrayed her and the parents she's not sure she can trust. Home, where she must learn to raise above her fears, or to be consumed. Another brilliant book. So, I love the setting of these books. These are amazing. So each island in this series is very unique and well developed. In the religion, the mythology style of it behind everything is just fascinating to know each of the plots. Like, I get along with the plots quite easily, and I do like them. It depends on the first chapter whether I like it or not. I whether have to give it a chance or DNF it, but not so far. I think I've only DNF'd one book so far, maybe 2. I'm not sure. There is so much more dragons in this book. Like, the first book disappointed me just a little bit. There's no dragons in it, but this one's got plenty, so it kind of makes up for the first book. As She Ascends is filled with so many awesome dragons that I love, absolutely adore. I hope they've got a book where they've got the dragons they described in here, because now that'd be something to have, you know. The writing style of this author that she's given us has a bit of edge of flair. The beautiful and vivid sometimes it doesn't make that sound like so tense at it all. She also managed to write Myra's anxiety and counting convulsions as well, and it literally every aspect of this writing just gives you like that chills to see that someone who's going through this goes through this book a lot with anxiety and OCD, and I really think it's been portrayed well and done so well as well. So if you wanted more action or quicker pace before she ignites, you'd be very happy with this book, because I went through this book much quicker than I thought I would. It would blink, 50 pages later, I'm like, I'm almost done. It literally took me about 3 sittings to actually finish reading this, and but I did keep getting interrupted, so it probably would have taken me less, but hey ho. I did take this book to work. I love all these characters. Myra has grown so much from the start of the first book, and I'm so happy with the character she's become. I can't say his name properly. Aru is such an interesting character as well. This book really fleshes out his personality and gives insight to his past that I was craving in the first. He even has his own short flashbacks chapters that I adore. Like I said from the first book, I love when they tell us about their past, and even though they're in the present, it's so nice to know more about those characters that they've given us. His relationship with Myra is the definition of a slow burn, but I found myself loving the book more than I did the first. The rest of Myra's group are also interesting, but Aru and Myra definitely stole the show for me. So in conclusion, it's the pros are pretty much fast-paced or vice cast with LGBT in it and anxiety rare. That's perfectly fine with me. Cons, I really could have used a reread of the first book before jumping in. There were a lot of I forgot that was important in this book, but that's because I did leave it to a week before I actually read the next book. So even though I said to my first review, I didn't actually get round to reading this book until a week later, which is oopsies, I'm sorry. But in the end, I did really, really like this book a lot. I know there's not really much to say. I'm trying to not spoil as many things. I keep forgetting that when I do a book review, I talk so much that I just continue to read and say loads much about it, which I shouldn't. So I'm trying not to. So the last book is when she rains. When she rains. Is that correct? I don't know if that's correct, but we'll see. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time for the next and last book of the trilogy. Bye.